Hey there.
Hey, how you
How are
doing?
you? I'm doing
I'm
well.
good, thank you. I'm very well. It's good to be here.
All right. Do you have how many things are you going to disagree with me on?
Just one.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah, okay. So I've been following your content for a while. Obviously, I'm Muslim. You know, we have our own approach to relationships and marriage and, chastity and things like that. And
Hmm.
what's interesting to me is I'm seeing, the traditional masculine model is still very prevalent within Muslim men and Muslim relationships, and gender roles, etc., are still quite prevalent.
Yeah.
However, I'm seeing a lot of Muslim men coming into the red pill community, into the manosphere, having conversations because obviously, societal changes will affect everyone. And I guess my question is this: when you speak of having rotations, right? I understand why people say have a rotation, okay, build yourself, etc. Um, I
Wait, wait,
feel that
what?
there isn't that
Wait, just real quick.
having,
When I say I speak of rotations, what's my position on rotations?
from what I've understood from you, is having a rotation is a good thing. And
Where?
when you're young, this is what I've got from you. Maybe I've picked up the wrong thing, but from what I've understood, having a rotation and building yourself, which I agree with, yeah, building yourself all the way, but not committing early, not committing to one person early, and having a rotation and just kind of building that up while you're building yourself. Did I get the wrong end of the stick?
No, I don't think I've actually ever talked about having a rotation on the channel.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I don't have a disagreement, because my
Oh.
thinking was, what I had understood was that it was about the rotation. And my question really is coming from a very genuine place, because I have a 12-year-old daughter. I married at 22.
Hmm.
And my question is, if we're telling men have a rotation, spin plates, and all that kind of thing, yet we're looking for women with low body counts, how do those two, how do they merge? If we're talking about as a community, this is what we're saying. Guys, spin plates. Women, obviously these guys want to spin plates with you, but you need to have a low body count in order for
Yeah.
somebody to consider you, worthy of commitment, etc. My question is, what do we teach our daughters? What do we tell them?
Yeah. So again, I don't talk about rotations, and anybody
Yeah.
that's down to the chat, if you find anything on my channel that has anything about rotations, I generally don't talk about that. What I always talk about is build yourself first, understand your intentionality as a man, understand what you want the fruits of your labor, or what are the things to be written on your obituary as you get older. But I also, so within that, there's also a time, because one of the biggest things that take men away from their purpose is women.
Yeah.
And I think like
Chasing.
so many of them
Chasing.
get so focused in chasing in on them that they don't also focus in on what is their purpose in life, or at least trying different things in order to figure out
Yeah.
what their purpose is. And it's the constant question that I get from men is like, I don't know what, I don't have any type of push. I don't, and then I often go through with them and I'm just like, okay, well, how much time in a week are you focused on figuring it out? You know what I'm saying? And I kind of go down the laundry list of like what that means. So, but I talk about often on the channel. I talk about this way more often than I talk about, oh, I got so many baddies that's in the stable and stuff like that.
True. That's
Is
true.
that I said I think that it's not healthy for men to have all of these different bodies as what's purported as being masculine to them, because I think that it hurts men as well. But I think that it hurts women more. Like, let's be
Yeah.
clear about that. I think a dude that has 20 bodies versus a lady that has 20 bodies, those are very different things. And
Yeah.
especially in the dating marketplace, and how to conceptualize whether or not it raises or lowers their value to the opposite sex.
100%. And
So
actually,
does
I
that answer
feel,
your question?
yeah, no, it does. I think, obviously everybody, I think your people know because a lot of people are asking, what's a rotation? So clearly they haven't got that idea from you. So forgive me if I got the wrong end of the stick.
No
I
problem.
think that, one of the things that I like about your channel, and one of the reasons why I would recommend it to my sons who are 18 and 15, is that sense of be on your purpose, because that
Mm,
is what makes you the best version of yourself as a man. And
yes.
when you're the best version of yourself as a man, you have the pick of everybody. Basically, the women want to be with you. And that's something I tell my sons, is that, you commit to a woman who wants you. who is into you, who loves you, who is for you. Because these girls out here who are like, what can you give me? What can you bring to me? Like, what can you do for me? And they're comparing you with all the other guys on their list. That's not the girl for you. So I told them, don't be bringing a girl like that home to me, because we're going to have words. So,
listen, go ahead. Talk to her, mama. Talk to her.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. And let me just clarify something real quick. Is that I still think, though, as they're on their purpose, they have to over-index on their purpose. However, they can't also expect to get done with accomplishing the foundation of their purpose or the foundation of their financial background or in education, and then expect to walk out into the dating world and then be educated. So I don't push a rotation. I talk about intentionality with purpose, but then still date on the side, but not make it be your main fixture, your main focus, because along with understanding your purpose, you also got to understand the type of women that you like and are into, right, within it as well. So, but I focus on over-indexing on purpose.
Yeah, I love it. Okay.
Makes sense?
Keep up the good work. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mama.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Looks like her name was Naima. Shout out to Naima. I appreciate that call. You know what's so interesting? Let me talk about that real quick. Oftentimes, I think that a lot of people's perception of the channel or just the content in the sector is just derived off of red pill. And it's oftentimes one of the steepest hills that I have to climb as a content creator, which is why even on the channel, I don't even see red pill anymore. I know a bunch of people are like, yo, Matrix 4 coming out. They shoving a bunch of blue pills into Neo's mouth, da-da-da-da-da, like, you got to speak about it. And I'm just like, you know, from the pill perspective, right? Like, it's just like, because there's so many others that have come before me that have put information out there that are mainstays within the sector. And then my, you know, branding gets attached to those ideas as well. It's a very interesting thing to see play out, but you guys just saw it play out right there. So shout out to her. I appreciated the conversation. Let's get someone else that's down into the building.